Sri Prema Dhama Deva Stotram, verses 11 through 20. Verse 11. Sutra Rititi Panishta Shukshma Vachanad Bhutam Dhatu Matra Krishna Shakti Sarva Vishva Sambritam Ruda Buddhi Panditauga Nanya Yukti Nirdaram Prema Dhama Deva Meva Nomi Gaurasundaram. His wonderful, elaborate explanations of the sutras, short but potent Sanskrit aphorisms, were extremely intricate and thereby brought out the natural meanings and diverse aspects. He proved that essentially the dhatus, the 7,000 root sounds of Sanskrit, in their fullest meaning express the energies of Krishna, the sole supporter of all the universes. The scholarly section were therefore totally perplexed and unable to assert their conclusions before the Lord. They could only sit before him in dumbfounded astonishment. I sing with joy the unending glories of my beloved Lord, my golden Gaurangasundar, the one and only abode of divine love. Verse 12. Krishna Drishtipada Hetu Shabda Karta Yojanam Spotavada Shrinkailaika Viti Krishna Bhikshanam Stula Shukshma Mula Laksha Krishna Sokya Sambaram Prema Dhama Deva Meva Nomi Gaurasundaram. He explained that the mutual relationships between all sounds of speech and their meanings, spotavada, have been caused by the single action of Lord Krishna's glance. The Spotavada scholars weave their grammatical rules and regulations around spota, but factually Krishna's sweet will is their only basis. The ultimate purpose of all forms of both subtle and gross energies and their interactions is to provide pleasure to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, as an aspect of his transcendental pastimes. I sing with joy the unending glories of my golden Lord Gaurasundar, the beautiful, the divine abode of pure love. Verse 13. Prema Rangapata Manga Chatra Kaku Kataram Chatra Sangahastatala Kirtanadya Sancharam Krishna Nama Sidhu Sindhu Magna Dikcharacharam Prema Dhama Deva Meva Nomi Gaurasundaram. After his return from Gaya, it was impossible for the Lord to resume his academic pursuits due to a continuous upsurge of divine love within his heart. His students, forever deprived of that opportunity to study under Nimai Pandit, condemned themselves as fallen and unfortunate, and with intense imploring humility praised the Lord for his extraordinary genius as a teacher. Although the Lord became very sad due to his compassion for his students, he gave them his blessings, and then, being overwhelmed with ecstatic love, began singing Krishna Sankirtan in the association of those very students. They all joined him clapping their hands. This was the auspicious beginning of his Sankirtan movement. Then all directions became immersed in the sea of nectar that flowed from this ecstatic kirtan. I sing with joy the unending glories of my golden Lord Gaurasundar, the beautiful, the divine abode of pure love. Verse 14. Arya Dharma Pala Labda Diksha Krishna Kirtanam Laksha Laksha Bhakta Gita Vajya Divya Nartanam Dharma Karma Nasha Dashu Dushta Dushkritodaram Prema Dhama Deva Meva Nomi Gaurasundaram. He honors the Vedic religious principles and has taken shelter of his guru's instruction to introduce Krishna Kirtan. He is ever absorbed in his ecstatic dance of divine love, accompanied by musical instruments amidst the singing and dancing of millions upon millions of devotees. He is the only savior of sinful and evil-minded demons who are responsible for the decline of religion and pious activities in the world. I sing with joy the unending glories of my loving Master Gaurasundar, the beautiful, my golden Lord, the divine abode of pure love. Verse 15. Mlecha Rajanam Avada Bhakta Biti Banjanam Laksha Laksha Deepi Naisha Koti Kanta Kirtanam Sri Murdanga Talavaja Nritya Kaji Nishtaram Prema Dhama Deva Meva Nomi Gaurangasundar. When the king of Mlechas, Chankasi, obstructed the performance of Harinam, the Lord removed the fears of his devotees by directing a nocturnal Sankirtan procession decorated with hundreds of thousands of lamps and millions of voices singing the holy name, dancing to the accompaniment of the sweet sound of the mridanga, kartals, and other musical instruments. He humbled the ruling Kazi and ultimately won his heart. I sing with joy the unending glories of my loving Gaurangasundar, my golden Lord, the divine abode of pure love. Verse 16. Laksha lochana shubharsha harsha kesha kartanam Koti kanta Krishna kirtanadya danda dharanam Nyasi vesha sarvadesha hahutasha kataram Prema Dhama Deva Meva Nomi Gaurangasundaram. Amidst the showering of tears of sorrow from the eyes of millions, he gladly cut off his beautiful long hair. As he accepted his danda, millions of voices were singing the glories of Krishna. Thereafter, the people of all lands cried out desperately in grief when they saw him in the dress of a sannyasi. I sing with joy the unending glories of my golden Lord Gaurangasundar, the beautiful, the divine abode of pure love. Verse 17. Sriya Tisha Bhakta Vesha Radha Desha Charanam Krishna Chaitanyakya Krishna Nama Jiva Taranam Bhava Vibramatma Matra Dava Mana Buddharam Prema Dhama Deva Meva Nomi Gaurangasundaram. Being the Lord of all yogis, he wandered over the Radha province, Bengal, as a devotee, thus sanctifying the land with his lotus feet. He was known as Krishna Chaitanya and rescued all fallen conditioned souls with the names of Krishna. He ran all over the earth, just like a madman intoxicated with transcendental ecstatic loving emotions. His appearance resembled a mountain of gold. I sing with joy the unending glories of my loving Gaurangasundar, my golden Lord, the divine abode of pure love. Verse 18. Shri Gadadharadi Nityananda Sangha Vardhanam Advayaktya Bhakta Mukhya Vanchitartha Sadhanam Kshetravasa Sabilasa Matritosha Tatparam Prema Dhama Deva Meva Nomi Gaurangasundaram. His association of devotees became even more prestigious by the presence of exalted personalities like Sri Gadadhar and Sri Nityananda. He descended on earth to fulfill the desires of Advaita Acharya, the foremost of devotees. To please his mother, he promised that he would not go far away from her, but remain close by at Purushottam Kshetra, Jagannath Puri. I sing with joy the unending glories of my loving Gaurangasundar, the beautiful, my golden Lord, the divine abode of pure love. Verse 19. Nyasi Rajanila Shailavasa Sarvabhoma Pam Dakshinatya Chirta Jata Bhakta Kalpa Padapam Rama Mega Raga Bhakti Rishti Shakti Sancharam Prema Dhama Deva Meva Nomi Gaurangasundaram. When the Lord of the Sannyasis reached Nilachala, he first delivered the famous pundit of Vedanta, Vasudeva Sarvabhauma, and then proceeded to southern India, where there are many followers of different philosophies. There, like a desire tree, he fulfilled the wishes of the devotees living at various holy places. He met Ramananda Roy, who is like a rain cloud of devotion, and empowered him to shower everywhere the mellows of spontaneous loving service of Vrindavan, Raga Bhakti. I sing with joy the unending glories of my loving Gaurangasundar, my golden Lord, the divine abode of pure love. Verse 20. Dvasta sarvabhoma vadanavya tarka shankaram Dvasta tavidvarta vadadana vidyadambaram Darshi tarta sarva shastra Krishna bhakti mandiram Prema Dhama Deva meva nomi Gaurangasundaram. His original and ever-fresh arguments, delineating the real conclusions of the Vedas, devastated the repeated attempts of Sarvabhauma by means of Chala, Vitanda, Nigraha, and other techniques to establish Vivartavada, the impersonal and atheistic philosophy of Shankara, which is supported by proud men with a demoniac and evil mentality. The Lord preached instead that the entire complex of the Vedic scriptures must be viewed as a temple enshrining Krishna Bhakti. I sing with joy the unending glories of my loving Gaurangasundara, my golden Lord, the divine abode of pure love.